What was it?
Kitty's going out there.
It was a badonkadonk.
I wish. Going out the window, just like old times, right?
Yeah.
Doing the walk of shame to the car.
There's a new Star Trek coming out?
New Star Trek, huh?
There's a new Star Trek movie coming out.
No kidding.
Picard or something.
Yeah, called Picard. It's got to be cool.
Oh, it's not on.
Put it through the pickup.
I will in a second.
I said.
I don't have my Bluetooth on.
Are we here?
Almost dropped it.
Whoa.
That would have been bad.
Can I get one extra cheese, please?
Huh? No. How's everyone doing?
Hey.
May as well start this thing. It's already a minute 14 in.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. This is Johnny Beane, Jay Hannon. David, happy anniversary, Nesdall.
Thank you.
8:09 p.m. Eastern Time. 5:09 Santa Cruz time. October 18th, 2019. Welcome, everybody. There's a new Star Trek movie, apparently. I'll never see it, so it doesn't bother to me.
It doesn't bother to you.
It doesn't bother to me.
It don't pay you no never mind. It don't pay me no never mind.
I don't even care to see the new Star Wars movies, really. It's, I don't know.
It's called beating a dead horse.
Well, yeah, so welcome, you guys. You guys like the thumbnail?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That's an acoustic electric guitar.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello, Bam Ozzy. Bam Ozzy's.
Let's start this again.
Yeah, Mulligan. Everybody will send out the new link.
I'll push the reset button on this one. Joe Hervey, I sent your guitar picks out today, man.
Hey now.
Oh no, yesterday. I sent them out yesterday. So you should see them very, very soon.
You're clipping.
I'm clipping?
You are.
You can hear it? Yeah, you were just clipping a second ago too.
You are.
That's because I was yelling.
You are. He is.
Mm-hmm. I heard it. Am I still clipping? Right there?
Yeah. Maybe it's the duck yard or stream yard, whatever the hell this thing is.
Yeah. How's that?
I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's almost like when you're on the phone with somebody and they're like, you're like losing reception, or they're losing reception, and they're like, I'm like, yo, you're cutting out, and all they say is, how about now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Keep talking, because I can't tell if you're cutting out if you're not saying anything.
Is Jake clipping?
No.
Is Jay clipping to you?
No.
He was clipping to me.
Vanagila. Sorry. Have a tequila. Sorry.
Sammy's tequila.
Let's
Maybe
see.
it's on your end, Johnny. When was the last time you restarted your computer?
What would that be? Oh, it's just like an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, because you sound a little glitched there. But anyway, can't really do anything about it now because we're live.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
That's right. And you ain't staying very long. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to see a band that at the time, when their first album came out, I thought that they were going to be one of those bands, almost like a Pearl Jam band, where they're going to they're going to be huge for the rest of their career. I'm going to see Candlebox at the House of Blues in about 20 minutes.
Wow. Because Pearl Jam's, not really doing well either.
Oh, on the contrary. I don't think they've released a good album since 1993. But
there you go.
But they have their own station on Sirius XM, which not many bands have. And I think they still sell out everywhere they play, almost like a Metallica type thing. They're huge.
Pearl Jam?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would think they would sell out everywhere.
Yeah, it's insane because my wife Jeannie loves Pearl Jam. That's pretty much why we have the Sirius XM again. And I'm just like, you know, the cool thing is, I guess, is they play all of their concerts on Sirius XM on their station. You know, they'll go back to, their first album, play all those shows, and then now too, like they record every single one of their shows and they play them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were releasing all that stuff. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that thing at?
Yeah, and Vistalite brings up a good point. He says Matt Cameron is the drummer for Pearl Jam, has been for a while now. But I thought Matt Cameron was amazing in Soundgarden. I don't think he's a good Pearl Jam drummer. Just something about it just doesn't fit to me. But again, it's my opinion. What are you doing?
Me? I'm gonna restart my computer.
You have to get a flux capacitor to do it. How do you do it?
How do you jump into these things?
Sorry, I didn't want you to hear the fart. So
Gross. I don't have Facebook on this.
You should have just done burnt
no,
the car as you did it.
no, it's much better now.
Farted into the pickup. Damn, DiMarzio makes brown pickups.
Yeah, they actually do. If you've seen the Guthrie Govan guitar. Oh no, actually, are those? Yeah, I think they are DiMarzio's, aren't they?
I don't know what he plays.
Well,
I've
he
seen
plays
that
the
guitar.
Charvel, but I thought they were DiMarzio pickups.
Yeah, I know he plays Charvel. I just didn't know. I don't know what pickups he plays though.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
You had that guitar.
I did have that guitar.
So Johnny is going to try to restart his computer while it stays on.
Well, here.
It's a feat that's never been done before.
Never been attempted.
I don't have this phone. It has internet, but it doesn't have how can I need to get the link to myself somehow.
Hey, I got an idea, Jay. While you're here, why don't you do a
Roll call?
Roll call.
All righty. I'll go back to the beginning.
And Jason Wade, thank you for the anniversary wishes for me and Desiree. Thank you very much.
I spoke to Jason Wade on the phone a few hours ago.
Oh, ain't that right?
That's right. R2, R3, Locking Nut, Fruitcake Tony over there. Johnny Beane is here. Steve Carmichael. Alessandro. If I say your last name, I'm going to ruin it. So
do it like this. Alessandro.
I'll just mute my microphone as I say it. Alessandro. Right. Charles Green. Joe Hervey. What's up, man? We got Kelly. 3 L's, so I had to, space that out. All right. A lot of the same people there. Bam Mozzie. Nightbot. Damn it. David Ennis. What's happening, David? Gary Tholander. Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. He says today is Frankenstrat Friday. It is.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I cannot.
No, I'm serious.
Let me twist. Stream Elements is here. What is that? Is that somebody?
That's a bot.
Is that a bot? Did you put that in here? Shauna Marie Sings is here. Eduardo Marino Porto is in here. Thomas Santiago. Oh,
wow.
babies.
It looks like a set of boobs on top of us. Johnny Bean boobs. Johnny Bean boobs.
RG Pops, Ernest P. Worrell Eisen. Who else? The original Paramutant. Is that right? Michael Bishop. What's up? Who am I missing here? Dana of New Jersey. Oh, Dan of Jesus, I'm an idiot. Dan of New Jersey.
Did you start doing them drugs already? I'm already going to see a 90s band that's, whatever. But,
oh, man.
Holy crap.
I think Jason McNamara is in here. Yeah, he is.
Says he's not here.
Oh, he's not here. James Gum, some dude Dave, Claude G, Vista Light, Hal Face, everyone else coming in now. If I missed you, oh, John BL. John BL's here. Is he here? He's here.
Yes, John B. I'll see if you're here.
Yeah, check if ask John BL if John BL's here. And everyone else that is here. I know Cameron Brown is listening.
I spoke to Cameron yesterday. Actually,
Yeah.
I think we both did, didn't we?
I've been speaking to Cameron a little too much. My wife's starting to worry. Something going on with you too. Speaking of Cameron, a different Cameron. Did you guys see? Oh, I know you did because he tagged us in it.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Cooper's Instagram post today.
Yes, this.
Girl
right?
Gone Bad?
That song?
No,
What was
Girl
it?
Gone Bad.
Oh, Girl Gone Bad. That's right. Yeah, one
Right.
of those 1984 songs. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, that was cool.
I can't play that on here, can I? Because it's like super duper close to.
Well, I mean, all the notes.
No.
The notes are all perfect. They're all correct.
The bends, like,
Yeah, everything sounds great.
what if I keep cutting it in and out like this?
Mm. That might be too much.
We'll just play the video.
It is a cool guitar. I tell you that curly maple that quilt top EVH 5150 thing looks really nice.
And watching him play it, the way he plays it, makes me want to get one. But, you know, I
Well,
can't really do that because I might have something else coming that I'm not going to tell anybody about until it happens.
right.
So, but yeah, if anybody checks out Guitar Man Cam is his Instagram. And like I
His
said,
name is Cameron.
Cameron Cooper.
Yes.
So check out that video. He friggin' nails this solo. Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Oh, I can use this.
You all right, Johnny? Were you reading
What
a book
is
on how
that?
to read? What are you doing?
Jeez. He's reading a how-to book.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the iPad. I'm starting.
It's a good
Man.
thing I popped in here, isn't it?
Holy crap! And your computer sounds. I mean, your speakers sound weird. Your microphone, everything sounds weird.
Mine does.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a big,
Yeah.
big reverbed room.
Hello.
Yeah, the thing sucks on the Mac. It's weird.
Where's that port where it sucks?
All right. Well, I got about 1 minute before I go.
Oh, you're good. You're really good at this gig.
Oh, this might be a Cameron Brown if you're listening. Some dude Dave says, I ordered a Sir DSH bridge humbucker pickup for his PV Forenza. I like the mid and neck. They are like a Gibbs Strat mixture. So what? Something on them. Whatever
What?
that- I don't know. Keong.
I don't know what that means. I think it's a typo.
Nerd Halen.
So weird.
You see how the show is if Johnny isn't there.
Oh my god.
McNamara says, if Jay's leaving, is that my cue to jump in? Well, usually you have to say you want to come in first, and I'm like, okay, guys, I got to go. When Jason comes in, I'm out of here.
Huh. Mike Turner says, "Hey Dave, have you seen that Van Halen store is unsecured on the internet? I had to call to order. No, I had no idea. I tried calling the Van Halen store a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't get in. I got no one. Got no answer and no return phone call from Mr. Hausman.
Oh, maybe because he's in Cabo.
Is he in Cabo?
No,
Maybe it was before that. It was. I wanted to order that
the socks.
that Van Halen mug for Carlos's birthday,
Oh.
but I ended up getting it at Guitar Center because I didn't get a call back. I didn't get a call back. Couldn't order.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave a thumbs up and split. I'll let everybody know how the show is. It should be cool.
Have you seen them before?
Yeah, actually. And trying to think what years. Probably 92 and 93 or 93 and 94. On the exact same day, 1 year apart, they played the Poughkeepsie Civic Center. And both shows were great. They played with, remember, who was that band that did like Tangerine, that stupid song, The Flaming Lips? Remember them?
I
Does anybody
remember,
Flaming
I don't
Lips?
remember the song though.
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good song. That one of those shows, one of the I gotta go, but one of the at the time, the old drummer for my band, who I went to that concert with, one of them, I don't know if it was the first one or second one. He was dating this girl from the town over from us. He went to the concert, like she went with her friends, met us there, right?
Mhm.
They hung out for a bit. Next thing you know, in the middle of I don't know if it was Candlebox or the band before, she's making out with this other dude. And I was just like, damn, man, like cold-blooded right in front of him. Cold-blooded.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done.
I felt bad for him. So I could say I had a better time than he did,
I could have made this a bit raunchy, but I'm not going to.
Raunchy?
Yeah.
Is that what I want? All right, everybody.
I was looking for one of those the other day. I couldn't find one.
Want me to send you one? They have them at the Halloween store by me still, the same ones.
Oh, is that
Send us both one.
All right, I'll send both you guys one. And
Awesome.
if anybody else wants one, $30 shipping. I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.
Have fun, man. Am I orange?
You're not only orange, you're like a goddamn pumpkin.
It's the gel. The gel on my
Yeah, I know.
You don't notice it when I'm on the regular computer, but on this thing you notice it. So I'm restarting. Yeah, I noticed I was a little glitchy yesterday with Rob,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Wow. So what's new?
Oh,
Thank you, Mike.
huh?
Mike Neese just gave us $5.
Mike.
He dropped his little chicken. Dropped the mic. His little green chicken.
Thank you, Mike. That's right. Anti DIY Havoc. You have a lot of guitars.
Yeah, the bald guy has them.
Okay. All right. It's going to take me a few more minutes to do this.
Sure, no problem.
Actually, I can get away from that light. I can actually just.
Hey, Vinny.
A little better. Vinny's in here?
Yep, he just said hello.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, heating and AC. That's right. You were in here before, yeah.
Nerd Halen is correct. The bald guy has a lot of those as well.
Mm-hmm. Did you show him to him? Did he see him?
No, he wasn't interested.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. It's not for everybody.
No. Yeah. So today, I was practicing my piano scales. You know, fun stuff. And I might be playing a gig.
When?
Might have a gig in like 3 weeks.
I'll be right there. Tell me the day and time, and I'll come over.
Okay, Thursday, November 7th. In well, I mean, it's not totally confirmed yet, but Santa Cruz area. If anybody wants to come down, as soon as everything's confirmed, I'll let everybody know.
Mm-hmm. Is it a gig that's is it
Musical?
no, is it for anyone can go, or is it private?
No, anybody can go.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a regular show.
Hmm?
Would be opening for another band. Okay, I think I'm restarted here.
Jason says I'll be coming, but I'll be washing my hair that day.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of hair. It's just not on my head. It ran down my back.
Oh. Here, let me restart my mixer too, just to make sure.
Mike Turner says he got an Eastman Sunburst 59. It's great. Yeah, those guitars are really good. I like them. Hey, Joe Harvey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like those too. Okay, there I am. Let me mute myself here.
Oh my goodness. I'm seeing double. Yes, the dog puss says Buddy Guy is the bald guitar.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Am I clipping? Is it all right?
Yep. Anti-DIY HVACs is obviously an Eddie fan. Obviously we're all Eddie fans. That's why we do this.
All right. Hopefully, I'm not going to end this. It's very tricky when you got two computers running something. Hang on. Hopefully, we don't end. Still here?
I am still here. Fruitcake Tony asks if I have any Randy Rhoads guitars. No, unfortunately, I don't. I would love to have that Carl Sandoval Flying V with the polka dots on it. I think that would be cool. It'd be a nice Randy Rhoads, a nice Buddy Guy guitar.
A nice heavy
Buddy
metal
Guy Flying V. Yeah, it's the Buddy Guy Flying V.
Heavy metal Buddy Guy guitar.
That's right. To match my Buddy Guy Charvel over here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, David Ennis.
David Ennis. Hey, dude. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm back.
It looks like it.
I sort of never left.
No.
Not really. All right. There we go.
What is it, Bram? What you got going on, girl? See you later.
So how's that guitar doing? Is that still...
This one?
You still got the vibes?
I'm loving it. I did switch the little mini switch as well, because it was when we put the first one in, it was the wrong switch. It was an on off on, a three-way switch, which it only should be a two-way. It should be we didn't have any of these in at the time. So rather than have a hole in the guitar from drilling the hole, we had put that switch in. But we since then switched it out, and it's now it's humbucker Syncoil. So it's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always loved this guitar. This guitar is great.
Mm-hmm. And the switch on Andy Timmons' guitar is a coil cut.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what are those? What's the middle and neck pickup? Are those like DiMarzio?
They're DiMarzio Cruisers. What they are is they're humbuckers, but they sound like single coils. They have this single coil quality to them. You know, it sounds single coilish. Humbucker. It's cool.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, the guitar sounds good. My playing doesn't really, but this guitar sounds good.
Well, that's what I meant. The guitar sounds.
I know what you meant.
The tone.
Very hard to play with this stupid thumb the way it is. I really wish this thing would fall off already.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hold a pick yet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Just relearn left-handed.
Man, I tell you, I gotta do something.
That'd be a cool project. Learn left-handed.
Yeah, maybe I gotta do something.
Get a left-handed guitar. Actually, if you start like now, I'm learning how to play the piano, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how for the guitar, this is like totally cool, right? This hand,
Yeah.
the fretting hand. But on piano, you flip it around this way, and it's useless.
Yeah, I know.
It's backwards. Like now, I can totally shred with this hand. You know, the opposite. This way, no. This way, yes. This way, no. This way, yes. You know what I mean?
I get it. It's freaky.
Because it's backwards too. You know, the numbering, the fingers. You know, it's yeah. So you know when I practice my piano scales, I got to practice them with both hands, and you know you got to know which the thumb flips over, and the proper way to actually play. You know, because I've played keyboard synthesizers for years, but just my own way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is
Not the right way.
It's not right at all. No, but I can get around. You know, and I think with the guitar, that's probably totally fine. With piano, I don't think it is. I think with piano, you do have to learn exactly the way it's supposed to be played, because otherwise I think you can really hurt yourself, because the way you have your wrists,
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know. Let's ask, Elton John or somebody.
Anyone in the chat a piano player?
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. Anybody have any tips for
like a real piano player, not like someone that can sort of play, someone that actually plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a classical piano player. Who's playing the Yes. Yeah, R2. Okay, I got to turn my camera off for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm still here, though. My voice is still here.
Mm-hmm. Your voice is here.
Yeah, my voice is still here.
Cool.
And it's Friday.
Thank God.
Any plans?
Well, we're celebrating our first anniversary of our engagement. And we had some dinner. I bought her a nice bouquet of flowers. And Sunday is Desiree's 44th birthday, so we're going to celebrate for that.
Oh, does she want you saying that?
She looks like she's 25 anyway.
See, that's why you say you're older than you actually are. So people think you look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people I'm 74.
Man, that's a lot older than you said last week.
Yeah, I know. Because I don't want to offend anybody that's actually 58.
All right.
I was, for a long time I say I'm 58 years old. And I'm not. I'm actually 29.
Well, you look bad for 29. You look really good for 58. So what else is going on in here? Anyone have some cool plans this weekend?
The train says, yeah.
That train's going into Manhattan.
Hmm.
I can tell you what.
Is it a long train ride?
It's for like 58 minutes.
That's not bad.
A lot of stops. There's a lot of stops on the way.
Is it beat driving though?
I like driving into the city. I really do. I don't mind it at all. Traffic kind of sucks, but I like being in charge. You know, I like being in control of the car or the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always fun driving in Manhattan because it's so crazy. You have to be really alert.
What was that?
That was my little communicator phone, that little Star Trek phone. It just shut itself off.
Mm-hmm. I've been to New York. I've been to Manhattan. And one of the times, well, I was in a taxi and another taxi hit us and kept going.
It's crazy, right?
I remember. They actually like bumped us, like on the side, like and just kept going. And it was no big deal to either one of them.
Because it's not their car. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
If that was their car, that's not good.
And you know what really sucked is, you know, you get off the airplane and you could take a taxi and they just drive you in circles. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and you realize it's like, wait, we were here already. You know? Mm-hmm. They take the super long way to get you somewhere.
Yep.
You know? I don't think Uber would do that.
Because Uber doesn't want to really put the miles on their own car.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you know, you can rate, you know. Oh, I did Uber. I drove for Uber.
Yeah.
You know.
I would imagine that you didn't want to put any extra miles that you didn't have to put on.
No. The most fun though was driving on New Year's Eve. All the people you're picking up that are just crazy. You know. That was cool. And yeah, I'd hand out, you know, guitar picks and stuff, you know, because people ask me, you know, what I did and stuff. And so, yeah, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was good stuff. Jason Wade, you watched a Van Halen documentary last night, saw the original Van Halen logo for the first time. That was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Which documentary was that, man? And which logo are you talking about? You mean the logo that
the one that looks like Jimi Hendrix's logo?
No, well, that might be what he's talking about, but no, the one that that the first bass player designed.
Oh.
Mark Stone. That logo is actually on that red vinyl promo. Before their first album came out, there was a Merry Melodies Looney Tunes promo, and that original logo I think might be on that. Might be. Maybe not.
That's
Howie
cool.
wants out.
I'd like to see that.
I think he was just out. I think I need out though in a second. I went for a run right before this, and I was just, you know, drinking a bunch of water.
And now what are you drinking?
Iced tea.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah. How many thumbs do we got? I see 6.
I can't see any.
That's probably not right though. We got 27. How many thumbs do we got? There we go. James Gum, which did you say? Where are we? Which did you say was your favorite Van Halen documentary over Van Halen? What? The early years?
See you later, Janice.
Bye, Janice. There's different there's different documentaries or videos out there or whatever. I think the one you guys might be talking about. Yeah, well, here, let me look it up. I got a laptop. The early years, Van Halen, the early years. That's what you watched? My neighbor is vacuuming.
I can't hear it. But I have the washing machine going here.
Yeah, the Van Halen story, the early years, 2003. Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, it's pretty good. It has some, they can't play any official music in it. It's not an official thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have some pretty cool pictures in it that I've only seen within that documentary. Yeah, Van Halen 74 to 77. Club Days is what it covers. Yeah. Yeah, I think Van Halen stores Jeff Hausman, who you were just talking about earlier. I think he's actually in it. I think he's in that. Did you watch his Facebook Live yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Van Halen store. They did a Facebook Live.
From Cabo?
No, from Arizona, showing the box set, those 45s that just came out, the Japanese 45s.
Mm-hmm.
They opened up some of those and we're showing them off. And actually, if you buy those from Van Halen store, they're actually talking about how you'd get like some bonus item, something, and then you'd be entered for a contest to win like a test pressing for one of those.
Right.
Something like that. If you guys watch it, I'm sure if you go to the Van Halen store's Facebook, or even the Van Halen news desk probably has it. I was in the chat for that, so it was cool. I was in the chat and I was telling them that I used to have a bunch of those, like the original ones, back in the day. Because those are reissues of those 45s.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. My strap button is loose. And it's one of those new ones that's you can use one of these tools with it.
Oh, an Allen wrench?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a locking strap button like a Schaller, and you can use an Allen wrench now to tighten them.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I got to get some of those because see, I've got my Allen wrench right here.
That's it.
I've got this one, and I've got the. Remember the one who sent us those ones on the stick?
Yep.
Remember those?
Mm-hmm.
I had that one here somewhere, but it might be in my case. It was Van Halen's episode of Rockumentary that I remember you talking about. The MTV Rockumentaries, the Van Halen ones. There was 2 of them. There was one from 1989 and then one from 92. Yeah,
that's right.
I think.
Yeah, that one. I think isn't there like a big interview with Michael Anthony? They're doing a sound check, outdoor sound check, and they do a big interview with Mikey.
I don't know.
Well, all right then.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen those. Do I have any of the Van Halen Inside magazines? I used to have them all. I used to be subscribed to that. Years ago when those were brand new. I remember getting them in the mail, and they were cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were really cool.
Cool.
I used to have a nice Van Halen collection of stuff, years ago, but I had to get rid of everything. So now I really have, like, I've got an autographed Different Kind of Truth personalized Hermeti on my wall right there, which was a gift from a friend of mine.
That's very cool.
I've got this 0812 November 1988 itinerary, which was from Fruitcake Tony. Please be from him.
Brett McCord. What was your comment from before? I didn't see it. And Soda and Milk asks if I have any guitars with scalloped fretboards. Yeah, I have 3 Ibanez Gem guitars. The whole fretboard is not scalloped, but the last 4 frets on the fretboard are scalloped.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Ned is. Ned was here. He was here a little bit ago. I'm sure he'll be back. Yeah, Ned's awesome. But yeah, the Inside magazines. Yeah, I had all those. All those things. That was back in the day, man. Man, that was before I had the internet.
Yeah, I had a lot of that stuff too. I like every magazine you could think of.
Man. Yeah, I would go to I've told you guys the story. When I lived in this town called El Cerrito, California, which is in East Bay, right next to Berkeley. If you guys have heard of Berkeley, California, I used to drive over the bridge there and go over to this town called Mill Valley, California, and there was the greatest record shop in the world at the time.
Hagar lives in Mill Valley.
Yeah, he lives just right up the street from this record store. And I used to go over there, and I used to just dig. They had piles and piles of old circus magazines, Cream magazines, all those 80s, metal magazines, Guitar Player, Guitar World, like everything you could think of. They had a huge just library of stuff. And the magazines were like $2, $3, $4, whatever it was. And I'd go back there, and I would just be back there just for hours, looking for the cool stuff. And there was one time I came out from the back bringing the magazines up I was going to buy, and the store owner, who knew I was a huge Van Halen fan, said, "Hey, Johnny, Sammy Hagar was just in here. You just missed him." And I'm like, "What?" Come on,
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
The store owner didn't want to freak me out because Sammy used to go in there all the time, and he didn't want to freak me out. But at least he told me.
But he did freak you out.
Yeah, because back then it was like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Neese wants to know if I've started my Brad Gillis project yet. No, I'm kind of taking a break of building guitars for myself at the moment. I'm building for customers at the moment. I just can't do more guitars for myself. I don't have room in the house at the moment, so I'm taking a break.
Yeah, room outside.
Plus, I don't really have the money. I really don't have the money to start another project at the moment. And Brett McCord, yes, I saw your post, and that sucks. You should get yourself a new nephrologist. Or a new endocrinologist.
Brett, I hope everything's okay, man.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Steve?
I don't know. He's probably riding his new bike.
Oh, I'm getting
maybe he hasn't come back from Cabo yet.
Oh, yeah. Howie, I got to go out. Let me read this real quick, and then I got to go outside. Wait, should I read this? Johnny, so this girl. Oh, that's cool. Actually, let me. Howie's gonna let me out, and then I'll show you guys this. This is pretty cool.
Bye then. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so now we're serious. Yeah. So yeah, Brett, you need to find yourself a new endocrinologist. If they're doing that to you and hurting your kidneys, it's not good. Yes, be well. So what else is going on, everybody? I really don't have much to say. Anyone have anything they want to talk about here? Anyone want to ask anything about my gear or their gear? Play a cool riff. Play us a cool riff. Soda says, I just finished scalloping my Ibanez fretboard from 14 to 22 frets. Wow, that's pretty cool. How does it feel? I'm sure it feels pretty good. As far as cool licks, I don't really have any right now. I got nothing going on. James Gum says, how do you like your Jim Francis Floyd replica? I only have one. It's good. It's cool. I've got a couple of FRT 7s that are really good as well, which are vintage Floyds. They're very cool. Soda and Milk says it's different, but I'll get used to it. Thanks. Cool. Yeah. Scalp frets they're not if you don't play on them often, they're not easy to play with. Can I play the pre-chorus to Unchained? Yes. I can't do it on this guitar though, so give me a second. Because this tremolo is floating, and you need a low D. So hang on 1 second. I'll do it on this guitar. How about that? Johnny's gonna kill me, but you asked for it, so let's see.
Yeah, I have hair. I'm listening.
So there it is. So there you go. That's the part.
That's it?
That's the part, yes. Jason Wade asks if I have any Jackson guitars. I don't have any at the moment. I've had early San Dimas's. I've also had I had an early, I would say 1980 Charvel San Dimas as well. Strat headstock a long time ago. Beautiful guitar. Sold for a lot of money. Gary Tholander says, Dave, I'm thinking of changing the Floyd on my 2010 Pacer. Siri, I didn't ask for you.
I don't know what you mean by. Hey, Siri, I didn't ask. How about a web search for it?
No, thanks. Wow.
That happened to me earlier, too.
So funny.
Same thing happened to me.
James Gum says, Dave Nesdell, I'd like to try an R1 nut. How do you like the feel? They're small. R1 nut guitars are very small right here in this area. This is an R2. I wonder if this is in tune.
That's right, Terry. Yes, Siri is spying on us. Alexa is spying on us. All that stuff.
Yeah, they all are. Your iPhone is spying on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
That's
truth.
why. That's why you don't look at your phone while you're using the bathroom. You know, because you go into a restroom, you see people always looking at their phone while they're standing there,
Mhm.
and it's aimed right towards what they're doing, and there's a camera right there.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that.
Hey, Showman Blues.
Showman, Nightbot just put out the link for the Discord, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't finish my. You know, it's very hard to see. That's a long story. Hang on a second. Pacer Floyd suggestions. Gary, let me finish your question because I didn't quite finish it.
Yeah, I was going to ask for the rest of that too.
Shit, no, I can't find it. It's going so fast. Hang on a second. Let me find it here.
It's right here. Gary Thorlander. Hey, Dave.
Oh, hey, yes. Hey, Dave, I'm thinking about changing the Floyd on my 2010 Pacer. Any suggestions? Well, what color is it? What color is the Floyd that's on it? What's wrong with the Floyd on your 2010 Pacer? Actually, it's probably a Korean Floyd. It's probably an F1000. I would probably get if it's black, I would probably just get an original black German Floyd. Or you can go, get a 1984 reissue Floyd in black as well. And if it's chrome, you can get a 1984 reissue in chrome. That's what I would do. If you love the guitar and you want a better Floyd for it, then get one of those.
Yeah. Do you like having the black hardware on that one?
On this one, yeah. Yeah, this one's an original 1986. So this is how this guitar came, minus the D-tune, of course. So this is what I wouldn't change a thing on it.
You don't think it would look a little better with the chrome?
It's a vintage guitar. At this point, it doesn't make sense to change it. No, I like it the way it is. Because if I start changing to all chrome, then I'm going to stripe the guitar, and I don't want to do that.
Huh? Huh? That way.
Actually, no, I wouldn't do it. I would take this neck off and put it on a Beretta body and then stripe it. I wouldn't leave it on this body.
But the chrome hardware would make you want to stripe the guitar. You said stripe.
Yeah, stripe. Yes.
Not strike.
No. On a vintage guitar, which this is considered vintage now, I don't believe in changing things on vintage guitars. It just it brings the worth down. It doesn't help the worth. So, and I mean this is how they came. This is how I remember them coming back in '86. I loved it. My first good Kramer was a 1986 black Kramer Beretta. Well, it wasn't black. It was a Statue of Liberty and fireworks graphic by Dennis Klein on a Beretta, and that was in 1986, and it had black hardware on it. Back then, all these guitars had black hardware. So that's what that's what this should have. It should have black hardware.
But do you think you'll ever eventually stripe that guitar?
No. Not when I can, buy the correct replacement parts and build one and not ruin a vintage Kramer. You know what I'm saying? And it's, this guitar now is expensive. I wouldn't ruin this guitar. I would get the parts for a lot cheaper and build a good one. Just, build another striped guitar. Riley Morgan says, how did Ed keep the Strat in tune? You know, your guess is as good as mine. He's Eddie Van Halen. That's how he kept it in tune. You know, between stretching his strings out and the way he wrapped them around the tuning pegs, he said it was a bitch to keep it in tune, and to some people it wasn't in tune, but to most ears it was in tune.
Mm-hmm. And if you listen to those early the early bootlegs, you know, like the let's say like the greatest Van Halen, you know, soundboard bootleg is Pasadena Civic 77. To me, that's the greatest, you know, greatest out there. You know, if you listen in between every song, he's tuning. You hear him tuning up,
mm-hmm.
and he tunes with the volume on. So you hear, like, every time Dave's talking, you hear him tuning.
Yeah, absolutely. John Bolware asks, who does good clear coat paintings? Are you talking about on a guitar? If you are, I would say speak to Craig at CHS Custom Guitars. He's probably the best available up here, unless you go to an auto body shop. And Mike Neese wants to know if this Kramer body is poplar. I believe it is. It's lightweight, so I believe this is poplar. No, Soda, not even ghost striping.
What's ghost striping?
I guess white on white.
Is that white? That's not white.
Yeah, well, it was when it started out.
Mm-hmm. I had a Kramer Focus 1000 that was that color. You know, like it was white and then it ended up being kind of yellowish.
Yeah, that's what happens to all these things.
And I wish I still had that guitar. That was a cool guitar. And actually it had black hardware too. But I had built it myself, so I had put the black hardware on it.
Okay.
You know. I wish I still had that.
You had said before that you had bought a bunch of bodies and necks and just, you know, put them all together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the time. When I had a workbench, when I lived in Berkeley, I was putting, and the majority of them were Kramers. I had so many Kramer guitars, you know, and we're talking 2004, 2005. No, 2003. 2003 to 2006. Within those few years. Mm-hmm. I was buying Kramer bodies and necks off eBay, Floyd's, humbuckers, and just slapping guitars together left and right. And I'd use them for shows. I'd be playing gigs and rehearsals, and I was teaching guitar lessons, in-home guitar lessons at the time too.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was most of the time you'd see me playing Kramer all the time back then, all the time, and then I think what happened after that, I ended up auditioning for a couple of bands. I ended up joining, the Mayfire, and you know the look and sound of that band was, you know, garage rock. So a Kramer wouldn't fly within that band. So it was pretty much since last 10 years, I haven't, you know, my main guitar for gigs or whatever has been, you know, more standard kind of guitars, you know, like Strats, Tellys, you know, stuff like that. But
yeah, that's cool. When I was gigging, the same thing: Strats, Tellys, and Les Pauls mostly.
Mm-hmm. But it depends on the gig. It depends on the band. Depends on the style too. If I got a gig tomorrow with some hard rock band, oh yeah, Kramer would be perfect. You know. But let's say, you know, this gig coming up, you know, if that all works out, I would say I'll probably end up using the David Ennis Strat is what I would use for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably the best guitar to use for most any gig.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's great. And is my audio, is it crackling again, or is it okay?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Now my lighting's getting weird again. It's always hard rock. Yeah, that's a kind of music, isn't it?
Yep. It is. So I've recently fallen in love with this guitar again as well.
That's an American?
Yep. Yeah, 1986 Pacer Deluxe.
Yeah, I had so many. I never had any American Kramers. I always had the Focus. I always had the Focus series, the 1000s, 2000s, 3000s,
Mhm.
you know, up until however far it goes. You know, there's that pointy one, the one that's like a
I
huge.
think that's a 6000, right?
Yeah, yeah, I had one of those. I don't know why I bought that. You know, I wouldn't play that thing anywhere anyway. Something
It's
like
funny
that.
looking. What a funny looking guitar. I think it was them trying to make an Ibanez guitar.
Let me see if I can find a picture of that one. I don't know why I got that. I was really into building, you know, slapping guitars together at the time. Which actually I would do that now, but I don't have, you know, I just have a kitchen table sitting here. You know, and it you know, unless you have an actual workbench, it's really hard to work on the stuff.
Don't I know it? I used to do my stuff on the kitchen table, and that's why I bought a workbench. Just
Yeah.
you can't get anything done. You know, you have to also make sure that you don't hurt the table. You know, you know.
Oh yeah.
There's always something always going on in the kitchen. You can't just leave tools there. You know, you can't really get anything done.
Here it is. It was the Focus 5000 Voyager.
Okay.
That's what I had. I'll show you a picture.
Sure. Soda asked if I've ever played an Ibanez Maxis. Yes, I have. I played Larry Mitchell's. That's the first guitar that Ibanez gave Larry was a green Maxis, and he still has it.
See that red guitar?
Yep.
That's what I had.
Wow.
I had one of those.
Holy crap.
Has 3 humbuckers. 3 humbuckers and the Focus 5000 was the Japanese version of the 85 Voyager.
Man.
Wait, is that what this is? Yeah. Did I have one of those? I had one of those too. I had the Focus 4000 Vanguard as well. I had so many of these things. See that black one, that Randy looking soloist kind of?
Mhm.
I had that one too. I had one of those. And this was all stuff I had slapped together myself. I didn't actually buy any of these put together. I bought them. I put them together. I had a Focus 3000 that looks like that guitar that you have. I had one of those. I had countless Focus 2000s. And of course, the 1000s. I had tons of those. And I still have my original one. But that was my first real guitar. That I wouldn't get rid of that one.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Guitar that asks if this is the guitar that Des got me. Yes. Desiree got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. The Focus 6000. I had one of those too, and I hated it. I hated the body on those. They're just too big. It's almost like an oversized Strat body. Do you remember those?
I do.
The 6000s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hi.
Thank you, Brett McCord. Yeah, this is a nice guitar. Metal Mike, thank you.
Wow. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's so many guitars I wish I still had.
Me
You know.
too. Me too. I totally understand.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, it'd be cool. I don't know. There's certain guitars I wish I still had, for maybe to do like certain things for, but none of them are actually guitars that I would play all the time. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, this is cool, and this would be cool for doing this or that, but it's not like a go-to everyday guitar. To me, it wouldn't. None of those would have been that.
I understand. I mean, I have a house full of them. I get it. I totally get it. Guitars that you want to have that you just don't play every day.
Like one humbucker guitars, to me, are almost useless. And I'm gonna get hell of flamed for saying that. But for me, I can't play just a one pickup guitar. Can't do it.
I have no problem doing it.
You play a show. For me, I have to have so many options. I have to have a neck pickup, and now, I'm playing the David Ennis Strat. It's single coils, 3 single coils, and then it's got those special buttons where you can make them sound like humbuckers, I think is what it does. The Fender Elite.
Yeah, basically it's a series parallel thing.
Mm-hmm. Gives you like a heavier sound. And then for the studio, going to this, for me, showing up if I showed up at a studio and I was handed a one humbucker guitar, to me, I hate to say it, but it'd almost be like no point in playing it. Because I'm so used to flipping, back and forth between pickups. I don't know. Some of you, I think, will understand what I'm saying. Back in the day, playing the Kramer with the one pickup, oh, it was fine. It was perfect. You have that one sound, that one thing you're doing. But, eventually, you get a little spoiled with having, an arsenal of different tones and different sounds and different pickup configurations. And once you dig into that, you can't go back. If that makes any kind of sense. Which it kind of does. I know it might sound kind of weird to some people, but unless you're playing with a band and you have one sound, like every song is the same, dun, dun, whatever it is, then it's fine, and you just use effects to change it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I love clean sounds. I love a Strat, in the second position, in the second and fourth, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
2 and 4 on a Strat to me are
this guitar. Those two positions in this guitar sound amazing. It sounds like one of the best Strats ever. This particular guitar, it just sounds amazing in those positions.
Oh, and you've got a button switch where you can coil cut that humbucker.
Yeah.
So clean though.
I don't have a clean channel.
It's got to be clean.
I don't have. Yes, you're right.
With distortion. Now with distortion, it's like, yeah. But no, clean to me is awesome.
It doesn't translate even in my in-ears. But yeah, you're right. Clean it would sound better, but I can still hear it with all the distortion. I can hear it, that it sounds good like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or even, like the Music Man. Where is it? Right there. Having the 2 humbuckers. To me, that's perfectly fine too, because it's like a Les Paul. And every time you go to a solo, put it on the neck position. That's what Eddie did. When Eddie came out with that guitar, every solo was on the neck.
Almost, you're right. Almost every solo, it was
and you hear it.
Almost annoying.
Live, I think was pretty much he would switch back and forth. Listen to Pound Cake. The second part of the solo for Pound Cake is all the neck, and then he switches back. Does the drill.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had a message.
Reza, thank you for asking me about my surgery. My arm is fine. I have to do it every 3 months or so. But yeah, it was fine. Very simple. What's the message? By the way, you never read the message you had earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this real quick, and then yeah, somebody sent me. Yes. Can you read and? Oh, Jason Wade, that's you? Okay. Okay, I'm going to show something from Jason Wade here in a second.
Back to my favorite guitar.
That's your
This one, I mean, the neck on this guitar just feels like, like I've been playing it forever.
That's how that one feels to me. That guitar is so broken in, none of you guys, you might believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those things came brand new feeling used. They really kind of did. But that thing, that neck, that thing feels unbelievable. Johnny, so a girl I work with is making me this on her personal vinyl sticker machine. She has a personal vinyl sticker machine. Wow. I might need some Johnny Bean TV vinyl stickers. And I'm going to put it on my Ivory Wolfgang special, like he posted the video of earlier this week. Oh, that guitar that I played at Guitar Center. That was a nice guitar, man. Jason Wade, this is you. Okay. All right, Jason Wade just sent this. This is going to be a vinyl sticker that he's going to put on his guitar. Make sure everything's cool. Yeah. It's going to look like that.
Cool. The old 1983 Eddie.
Mm-hmm. I think that's Us Festival.
Yep.
That's the Us Festival. Yeah. Yeah, you can actually see the Kramer and the beak right there. Oh, good. I didn't just show your phone number. Thank goodness. All right. Jason. Hey.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Barely.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep.
Yes. Can you see
There
me?
we go. I mean, yes, extremely white and bright. Listen, oh, damn, I dropped the mic.
Uh-oh.
I literally dropped the mic.
Mic drop.
That wasn't figurative at all. So listen, I haven't got much time here. I just wanted to throw something out there to you guys, especially for you, David. I think this will be quite a beneficial little trick that I'm pulling here.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Well, because we all like to hear you play, because you do some groovy stuff, but I've got an idea about how to make it sound phenomenal. Did you get that?
Yep.
Don't ask me how to spell that, because I wouldn't have a clue. See, listen how much better that is. That's the pin mic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the pin mic. The built-in mic sounds good, but the pin mic, oh yeah, baby, there's some sound right there.
Yeah, that's crystal clear.
So people watching with headphones on will really appreciate what I'm about to do here, because I've got my guitar, and Johnny's right, a humbucker on its own. Yeah, I love having that.
Yeah, right.
Three-way, I've just got tones.
A humbucker by itself, to me, it's almost pointless.
I agree, 100%. So here we go. So I've got myself plugged into my little Black Star ID Core Beam, because being in Japan, as you all know where I am, I can't do big loud volumes. I can't have a big stack and stuff. It just doesn't work here. So I'm plugged out of the headphone output from that into my Zoom recorder, which, I mean, look, my office is a mess. I don't really want to show too much off, but there's my Zoom recorder there. And the way I've got this plugged in, hang on, change the cable. The way I got this plugged in is my microphone's going into channel 1, and then I've got my guitar amp going through the headphone output, which is also an emulated output rather, into 3 and 4, and they're running in stereo, so you get the delay in stereo. So what happens when you're playing, Dave, and you don't know because you can't hear your own broadcast unless you go back and watch, is that you'll be playing and you'll be talking, and the microphone, the microphone that's picking up your sound is getting overpowered by your guitar, and it suddenly turns real dark and kind of brown sound, but not in the good kind of a brown sound way. And
the other brown sound.
Yeah, I wasn't really going for that either, John. Thanks, mate. And it's really weird. I've never called you John before. What the hell was going on right there?
I don't know.
John Beane. Just doesn't
John
sound
Beane.
right. Anyway, Johnny.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave. And then when you go to talk again, it sort of has to work its way out from turning corner like this to there's some clarity again, and that's honestly what it does. So listen to this. Do you hear the delay in stereo? I mean, it's not the greatest tone in the world.
I don't hear the delay at all. Oh, there it goes. It's very low. Yes.
I can turn the delay volume up. That's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
And it should also deliver decent quality audio at the same time while I'm talking, does it not?
It is. Absolutely. It sounded great.
So that's the whole thing is like... I could be playing and... Actually, I should probably put the camera down a little bit. I could be playing and talking and doing all of it at the same time. And it should all... It might be competing a little bit for space, but it should be coming through pretty cleanly. Is the guitar too loud for you guys, or is it balanced?
Not loud for me.
There we go. So that's kind of the way to do it, is to have an interface. And then if I say turn the guitar amp side off for a sec, that's how much string noise comes through. Put the amp back on. And then I'll turn the mic off and have a listen to the difference.
Yeah, it doesn't implode at all. It doesn't cave in at all.
Exactly. Well, you know, I'm a sound guy. That's kind of what I do. So when the mic's on, you can hear a bit of the picking coming through, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it would normally be when you're just relying on one mic to cover the whole gambit. So for those of you that want to know how to do that and get really good sound on a broadcast or on your own videos and what have you, I'm not just trying to sell this Rode Wireless Go, whatever microphone you use, but using an interface, going out of your amp into your interface and then putting it all together through some sort of a mixing form, and an interface is definitely the way to do it. That's my recommendation for the day.
That's awesome. So any type of interface, and you go from the out of the amplifier into the interface, and then where do I go from the interface into the microphone?
You go so like the microphone's going like my speaking mic is going through say channel 1 on mine. Then I've got my amp going 3 and 4 matrix inside of the Zoom unit to be able to link those two as a stereo channel. And then I go USB out of that into my computer, and everything I'm doing here is going USB. Like I'm wired up right now, so I can hear the sound straight out of there. But I could also route my computer with my Mac to use wireless Bluetooth headphones here, and give that as an option too. So even when I'm on a Skype call, which I'm about to be, I've got like about 4 minutes left because I've got to get on a Skype call in a minute. I'll be on a 5-way Skype call and everyone will hear my sound perfectly because I'll be using this even on a Skype call and it sounds magic. I just won't need the guitar for that.
That's cool.
Even if you've got, say, like that's my Zoom H6, if you've got something like that, I've got like 2 inputs on that side. Sorry, it's a bit hard with the light.
I see it.
Like, actually, you know what? I'll turn on this light over here. It's been blasting bright for a second. Till it adjusts. There we go. So I've got 2 inputs over there. I got 2 inputs over there. I could also put on a capsule, which I just accidentally dropped on the ground, and plug that onto there. Take off the afro. And I've got stereo mics there. So I could run 6 channels out of this thing, and just I have the choice when I turn on the interface to be able to go to a stereo mix down, or I can actually go a multi-track mix down, which is what you can use if you're going into GarageBand or Pro Tools or whatever you might have on your computer. And then, you know, you get yourself something like this. I mean, I don't know how much a H6 is in America. You can get a H5 as well. There's a few different versions of these types of things. But as long as you got something that's multi-track, in other words, it can take, say, 4 inputs. You could do, like I said, your mic on one, your guitar on another. If you're recording a podcast with somebody, you could route all of that back in through there. And if they call through FaceTime or Facebook Messenger or Skype or something, you can route it all through there, record your mic on one channel, record theirs on another channel, go back and mix it later. And it sounds brilliant.
That's awesome.
That's cool. And can you also use that as a taser?
You know, it looks like I could, and I wish I could. It'd be freaking great because there's so many knobheads out there. Speaking of knobheads, real quick, I had this guy whose name I'm not going to mention because I don't want to give him the glory, who messaged me a few days ago. I had first heard from him on the 30th of December last year. He started messaging me on Instagram, and then he joined me on Facebook. And he messages me like for the first time since February. I'd only had like a total of 5 interactions with him. I think 2 from me, 3 from him. He messages me the other morning, and he says to me, "You ready for this? This is unbelievable. Some people just literally need to be put down." I hate to say it, but it's true. Oh, no, dude. Like, you wait till you guys hear this. You guys will be like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Here we go.
Gather around, everyone.
Yeah, seriously. Like, it's just redonkulous. By the way, can we change this to a view of everybody? I don't need to see just me, please.
Oh,
come on, Johnny. Time. Keep up with your direction, with your editing skills, mate. Coming from an editor like me, what an ass I am. He says, "Hi, Jason. Insert name. Here, how are you going? The Ed news is so concerning. I've heard he could be more serious than they are telling us in the media. Have you heard anything from all your sources?"
I know exactly what you're doing.
Now, people who hit me up because I got to go and hang out with Ed and I have a profile picture on my Facebook with Ed and think that they're going to get the scoop from me can go fuck themselves. Because seriously, that's just like that. What the hell is wrong with some people?
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, here you go. Here's what I said to him. I'm not sure how else to say this other than super bluntly. Now, those of you out there who know me, I'm a pretty blunt kind of a guy. I just don't have time to screw around. I barely know you. Even if I had any information, there's no way I'd be sharing it with you. You don't get into trusted positions by telling people you've had a total of 5 messages with things that are obviously being kept under wraps for a reason, or they are nothing more than rumors. Both of which, again, I don't even know anyway. Sorry, I'll just turn off the amp sound because I realized it was making too much hum. So, if you want to communicate with me about everyday stuff, be my guest. But to expect me to share such sensitive information with someone I hardly know is just ridiculous. He writes back and says, "Okay, no worries." He also writes back and says, "Have a lovely day, mate." He's in Australia. That's why he says, mate. Then, 15 minutes later, he just had to shove the knife in. He sends me this message and says, now, keep in mind, I hadn't responded to those other 2. "I had no idea you were part of the band," with 5 commas after it. Real good way to get me on side. "Now that I know that, I won't bother you anymore. Lol." People who write lol after making a statement like that, not doing it out of comedy, they're doing it because they're going, I know I just said something I shouldn't, so I'm going to try and wrap it up in comedy to make myself look like I'm really not a bad guy when I'm actually a tool. So I write back to him and say, "Don't be a childish dickhead." Now, for those of you in America who are thinking, oh, them fighting words, it's the same thing as you guys saying dumbass.
No, I like dickhead. Dickhead, you can insert that anywhere, and that's fine.
Okay, good. I didn't know how Americans felt about that term.
Yeah.
Literally, huh?
Oh, like, seriously, like, this dude is a cock forehead. Let's be real about it. So, obviously I'm a part of the band, which I said out of sarcasm. Think about it this way. If you had and this is for everybody out there who's concerned about Eddie. That's why I'm kind of sharing this. It's not just a vent. I just want to get this out for all of you. Think about it this way. If you had a family member who was trying to keep something under wraps, be it their health or a personal issue, would you want everyone to find out about it, let alone the entire world? Obviously, Eddie is not, and I wrote that in capitals, a family member of mine, and I've only met the dude one time. However, if you did know, just like as if somebody else you know was having something that they were trying to hide, what sort of a fuckwit would you be for sharing that information? I mean, this is just the thing. If someone's going through something and they want to keep it under wraps, don't go and tell everyone. So people who are just desperately, I need to know because I've invested money in buying his records and I've been a fan of all. Just give the dude a break. I mean, David Bowie didn't go around getting all this stuff. All of a sudden, we all found out he was dead. You know,
That's
and
right.
chances are, maybe Eddie has just, and I'm not saying it because I don't know for sure, but maybe he's just done a John Deacon and decided, you know what, I need a bit of quiet time. John Deacon, for those of you who don't know, is the bass player from Queen. Yeah, but, you know, some people may not know. And he's very reclusive. Maybe Eddie's just decided he wants a bit of quiet time to enjoy with his wife and his son when he's around and stuff. The dude replies, out of office. Like, out of office. Okay. So I jump on Facebook to go and see, maybe he's writing some crap. And he blocked me.
Oh.
Mature move there. So anyway, I just thought
What
I'd
does
share
out of
that.
office mean?
Saying out of office is like him saying that he's no longer available.
But he
Oh,
typed that
out of
himself.
office. Okay.
Out of office, yeah. Sorry, Johnny.
He typed that himself out of
He
office.
typed out of office, and then I went on to go and see. Oh God, what sort of shit's this guy going to start? And he's blocked me. I can't even
blocked.
find him on there. So
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
not childish.
if you're worried about Ed, like we all are, just you'll find out one day what's going on. If there is anything to find out, maybe he's just keeping low because he's just had enough of the public spotlight for a while. Who knows?
It's crazy how, especially on Facebook, people just talk about. I mean, not that it's this, but it could be anything. People
Yeah.
just talk about stuff like I don't know. Some people think they just have to know. They just have to know, like, no matter what the subject is, And I'm sure we all look through our feeds and we see, conversations, and
ridiculous.
some of the conversations we're seeing, it could be anything. Some of that stuff, it's like a little, it's like, hey, calm down,
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It's like take a break, stop posting.
Exactly. Some people should be banned. Anyway, I've got to run. I've got to get to my Skype meeting.
Cool.
Good to see you guys. So, Dave, if you've got an interface of some sort around, mate.
I don't, but I'm going to buy one.
There you go. I seriously recommend getting a Zoom, because the cool thing with the Zoom is that you can use it not just as an interface on your computer. You can take it anywhere you go. If you go out and hang out with somebody and you want to do a podcast style interview, get a couple of mics to plug in. You can record it multi-channel, and I'll give you a lesson on it sometime.
That'd be awesome. I really appreciate that. Right after this podcast tonight, I'm gonna go and check it out and see and maybe even buy one.
I do recommend, for portability and flexibility and everything else, the Zoom H6 is good. The only thing I'm concerned about with the H6 is with my F4 here, which I just showed you on camera before, the one that's on my desk that I'm plugged into right now, I can very easily route stereo for 2 channels. With the H6, the portable one that I put up, the little black one, I haven't figured out how to be able to do that, to be able to route 2 into stereo. I'm sure there's a way, but I just haven't gotten out the manual to try and figure it out yet. So, anyway,
well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jason.
No, my pleasure. I'm always, excited to get in here and vibe you guys out there, not just you two, but also the audience watching on, these little tidbits, because y'all are good folks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So are you.
I pretend. Ask that guy who messaged me. He doesn't think I'm a very nice guy.
Well, for someone, I wouldn't be a nice guy either. I've got people asking me every day if I know the inside, and just like you, even if I did know the inside, I'm not saying anything.
Exactly.
So I don't say anything. It's none of our.
I've got to go. I've got to go. I'm sorry. I've got to get to this meeting. Take care, folks. Stay beautiful. Peace.
See you later.
Bye.
Again, it's none of our business. When Eddie or the band wants us to know something, they will let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
It's nobody's business. It's but I mean that's when you deal with I guess celebrity, and people just want to know. That's why what was it? The National Enquirer. That's why that stuff was invented.
Yeah.
Those things are full of all that.
Right.
That stuff used to be made up. I think it's all true now, right? All the stuff that's in those.
I think it has to be, right?
Because they have to compete with TMZ and all that, and so they actually they might actually have real stories in there that actual not about space monsters, which are also real, but they're just not here yet. They're still on their way.
Right.
Monsters from space.
Terrible.
Yeah. No. I get hounded all day long, about stuff, and I don't say anything about anything.
Not even when you're on here.
No. No, it's nobody's business. But people like to log on to Facebook and just yap nonstop, about different things or whatever. It's like the same thing every day, which is fine. I mean, that's if that's what people like doing, that's it, So they might be undercover posing as humans. Metal Mike 5150 says, yeah, like V. Remember that show V?
I do remember that show.
Well, there was the original one, and then I think there was a remake of it.
TV show, yeah.
Visitors. That show back in the day was scary, man. At least, back in the day it was. Now I'd be laughing the entire time. But
Snickers, come on. You're being unreasonable.
Oh, come on. Skittles.
Scrapples.
My grandmother would read the Inquirer and believe the stuff. Brett McCord says. Yeah. Yeah. I used to look through that stuff. Years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know about now, but they used, the worst photographs of people in those things. Just the worst pictures you can imagine. Mm-hmm. Shauna, Jason McNamara, he just left. Mm-hmm. By the way, you're welcome, Shauna. The other night, I posted the link to one of her Beatles covers. So if you guys want to check that out.
Take care, Jason.
Yeah. See you, Jason Wade. I do have to tuck the chickens in because it is kind of.
So why don't we just say goodnight? Because I want to. It's my anniversary. I want to hang out with her.
Oh. Does everybody want to sing happy anniversary to Dave and Desiree? Okay. Who else? Is anybody else live right now? Alex Radford, are you out there, man? You always tend to go live like hours later. No. I don't see anybody that I'm subscribed to that's live. Otherwise, we would send you guys over. Okay. Well, yeah, Yeah, leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up. Dave and Desiree. David Desiree, 2020.
That's right. Thanks, everybody.
Get the bumper stickers made. What else? Was there anything I wanted to say?
I don't know. Have you said anything at all tonight?
No. I might be playing a gig. Hey, Shauna Marie. I might be playing a gig in about 3 weeks. If you want to come out. It'll be in Felton. If it happens, it'll be in Felton. If you know where Felton is. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. But hey, if you guys if you're gonna jump over to some other show somewhere, make sure to tell them Johnny Bean Raid, David Nesdahl is here. Or Dave and Desiree 2020 hashtag.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah, I got to get out there. It's all right. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow night, Saturday night, and then Tuesday is going to be very interesting. Tuesday will be happening, but I'll be late myself, but you guys can be on time. So yeah, Saturday night, tomorrow night, with John BL and Neanderthal. Always a good time. And we'll see you guys soon. Yeah, and check out some of the other videos on the channel here. Rob and I were live yesterday. I checked out a really cool EVH Wolfgang in Ivory the day before. Check out that stuff. Leave a thumbs up. There it is. Dave and Desiree 2020. There it is. R2, R3. There it is. All right. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. David Nesdahl, happy anniversary.
Thanks.
Have a great
See you all
night.
soon.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe I'll stop by tomorrow night.
Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. There we go. All right. See you guys tomorrow night. Johnny TV. Good night.
Bye.